And welcome to episode 1 of the Groundwork podcast. My name is Josh Joran.
My name is Cheat Code.
And we are here with a special guest of ours, somebody that goes back real deep with us, Chaos the Rapper in the building.
Happy to be here, bro. How you doing?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Got a cool show lined up for this first episode, man. Super blessed to have you in the building. Before we get to it, just real quick, want to give a quick shout out to our family right here. We Are Sacramento. Couldn't be done without them, so we thank you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mario. Shout out the team. Shout out CitySound Studio. Shout out Soundbyte, also known as CSSB. Our home and family. So it's a movement, man. That's what we're here doing. You know what I'm saying? This is the Groundwork podcast. We're here to shed light not only on the creatives in our city and our peers, but also their processes and exactly what it is that makes you who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, we've got some fun stuff to talk about. I know this is the first episode, so we'll kind of walk our listeners through it. This first segment that's going to get started, and you guys will get more familiar with it as the shows go on. It's going to be highlighting local events and local things that are going on. So Chico did a little bit of research. I was looking at him these last couple of days. Yeah, I know. I see you. Hey, well, yeah. Well, and it's okay, bro, because we're gonna open it up, and the hope is that this platform can be used for something that's even bigger. So it'll be more than just a few events. So hopefully we can get on here and talk about, hey, we've got fucking 8 events going on this week. You know what I'm saying? So this is where it's popping out. But for now, we're going to start with what it is. And if you are a listener and you know about local events that are going on and they're blowing out, local talent, and they're trying to get people active, make sure you shoot us a DM, man.
Yeah, so the further out that they are, that's the only reason that there's a little bit of trouble, you know what I mean? A week before, easy. You find 10, 12 shits. Right. Couple weeks, you'll find a few. 3 weeks. You gotta wait a little while.
Cut the bullshit, Cheats. What you got for us, man?
But I only say that to say, promote your event sooner.
Facts.
That's all.
Yeah. Honestly, we don't have an FF flyer out yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
August 12th, Freestyle Fridays.
Freestyle Friday, August 12th. But what I have for you from the 16th to the 29th, I'll start with The Restroom, which is a dope open mic they have every Thursday. An easy one to highlight just because, like I said, it is every Thursday. So, this week, next week, the week after, real dope platform. There's a Vibe with Sac every third Saturday. So by the time the 20th rolls around, which is a Saturday, that should be the next Vibe with Sac. That's a cool little kind of open mic thing too, but it's mostly geared around instrumentation. Real jam session, real big jam session.
Was that Bossy Vibe?
Yep.
Hell yeah. Shout out Bossy Vibe, man. It goes crazy.
And like I said, I know bro does it about a week before too, so that's not a guarantee, but it's every third Saturday, so it literally says it on the IG, Instagram, third Saturday. So Vibe with Sac. There's another one, Front and Center, August 19th, Slim and Husky show. I think that's a Mendez show.
Mendez been doing some dope stuff. Shout out to you, Mendez. You going crazy, man.
Yeah. So I saw that one on the 19th. And then, yeah, man, there's a few other, the regular stuff of the Harlows and the other things. Not super, small artist centric, but you can catch a show at shit like that.
Definitely, and even more so than catching the show, there is the people that are there are other creatives or at least fans of music, and sometimes the true consumers, like the fans of music, are even more valuable than going in and doing the peers, and it's vice versa, right? We talk about it with Freestyle Fridays, which, by the way, August 12th, Freestyle Fridays.
Yep, August 12th.
Is that already going to be passed?
Yeah.
Next one, September 2nd, I believe, or something like that.
The one after September 2nd.
Yeah.
So you can watch out for that one.
Thank you, Chief. I was wondering why you didn't say it. Makes sense, man.
Yeah. I didn't want to be loud.
But you go to an event like Freestyle Fridays, and it's a lot of artists in the room, which is very dope because you get to mingle with the peers and get to talk to people that have similar goals. But you go to a Harlow's thing, it's like going to a concert somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And now you get to really integrate with real fans of music. And if you're ever so bold enough to put yourself forward as an artist, in that type of environment, it could work out really dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, dope, bro. I mean, that's still like a handful of events.
And like my boy Josh here was saying, now that we're starting this out, everybody feel free, send some stuff through that you want us to highlight. It's for local events, so.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I think that I know it had just passed, but We Are Actually, no, is it at the end of the month? Did it already pass? Yeah, it did. The Silent Disco just happened, a few days ago. Yeah, so, but we'll keep you guys posted on the We Are Sac events and the other things that are coming forth, too. So.
And there's some other weekly stuff, like Golden Bear does, I think, still weekly, I think Tuesday. That's an open mic.
We got to get, like, a calendar on our Instagram that has these events. I know we have the Google calendar that has them, but to be able to make it public so people could see them would be dope, to be able to home all the events.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
What about you, Chaos? You been to some of these events? You hear this fool talking about?
Yeah. There's one around the corner, but it's called Shiva's Kitchen.
Okay, yeah.
They do like an open mic on Thursday nights.
Oh, very cool. I think that's where Khalil was DJing, right?
I seen Khalil there.
Yeah,
Queen Sheba?
Yeah.
Queen Sheba. Yep, that's what it is. Yeah, shout out Queen Sheba right there. 17th and Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
Team shit.
Right across.
That's every Thursday?
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. So that's something to check out too.
That's another one,
without a doubt.
for sure.
Dope, man.
Yeah, that one's dope.
Team shit.
But yeah, that's all I got for events, man. Let's
All right, we don't have like a cool. Hey Mario, we're gonna work on a cool like little switch over transit. Yeah, we go. And that was events with cheat code. Shit like that. Okay, cool. So moving into the thick of it, man, and again, the viewers may not know, and we're excited here to share, Chaos the Rapper, in the flesh here with you guys. But, this guy goes back right here, man. You know what I'm saying? He's been around for a while and a part of the community and, part of the foundation for sure, when it comes to our specific family and kind of what we've built out at Freestyle Fridays, CitySound, Soundbyte, you know what I'm saying? The whole movement. Chaos was a vital player in that whole movement, you know what I'm saying? And just really a perpetuator of the culture are words that we like to use, you know what I'm saying, around the studio. Somebody who was really just down for the movement, man, and really just came and showed out. And I think that was in 2019, I believe. It might have been 2020.
Something like that, right before COVID.
Yeah, so 2019, you know what I'm saying? And that was the pop-out. Shout out Mike Jorn, who's in the room behind the camera. He had brought Tone and Chancho. Was there somebody else? I think it was just Tone and Chancho. It was Tone, Chancho, and and Chaos the Rapper. And yeah, that's how we met. It's super crazy to go back that far. But just watching you flourish, bro, and watching you grow into what it's become and what it's gonna be. Because you know what I'm saying, it's very clearly turning into something. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, no, hell yeah, bro. It's just the work speaking. You know what I'm saying? You don't do a lot of limelight dancing. You know what I'm saying? So I just know that just from watching the work. So. But yeah, let's get into the thick of it, man, real quick, just for the viewers that don't know, man. Let them know who you are, what you do, your age. Just give me a little quick rundown. Don't got to be too in depth, but who are you, man?
Well, Chaos the Rapper, 24 years old, Sacramento, California. I've just been recording music, writing music, and dropping videos, and trying to get more opportunities like this, the podcast, and go to these live events and get out there in the community and network with other artists and just been grinding, bro.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Doing the groundwork.
Putting that groundwork, yeah.
Come on, P. Dope, bro. Well, hey, man, Chaos the Rapper. Blessed to have you here, man. We love you for it, bro. Let's jump into some of it. Well, I had to do a little bit of homework. I didn't have to do that much homework because, you know what I'm saying, I really know you like that. You know what I mean? My dog, you know what I mean? But just to get into some of your most recent releases, you dropped a couple videos. You was talking about your videos, and me and Cheats were looking at your YouTube and just looking at the amount of content that you've got out there and what you've been doing it for. And the page looks like it's maybe a couple years old, but you've really only been pushing content super hard for it looks like a year, maybe a little bit longer. But those last couple of videos, Dollar and a Dream and Beetlejuice, both by Vault.
Yeah,
Vault Rob.
Shout out Vault Rob.
Yeah, shout out Vault Rob.
Yeah.
Both power tracks, you know what I'm saying? Two dope features, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously one with Jab, one with Chris Cash, so shout out to team.
Yeah.
But let us know a little bit about those releases, man. How does that happen? How does that come about without, stepping back too far into the past? Just kind of let us know about these newest releases, what you got going on.
I mean, Dollar and a Dream was kind of on a whim. We had a studio session planned out to do another song, and someone dropped out, so I was like, oh, fuck it. And I was like, you know what, bro, let's just go to the studio anyway. I got verses, so I was like, we started playing beats, and then I showed him that one, and this motherfucker, J.I. the Soul Child, wrote a verse from the moment I picked him up till we got to the studio, and he was done. And then that was that song. I was like, yeah, it's a vibe. It's got a West Coast heavy theme, like slow down a little bit, you know. Yeah, cool little story.
yeah, without a doubt.
Never seen nobody do that before. Writer.
Writer what?
Huh?
What you talking about?
Write a rap like that in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, Buddy's different. If you guys aren't, you talking about J.I.? If you guys aren't familiar, if you're not familiar with J.I. the Soul Child, man, make sure you go tune with them. Buddy's definitely different.
Yeah. And then Beetlejuice, Cash gave me the chance to hop on that. I had to kill that.
Yeah. So you talking about 2 videos in a couple months and a whole bunch of videos before that, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we haven't even started to talk about, you know, the Instagram presence or the TikTok presence or the YouTube shorts presence, you know what I mean? All these other things. So just kind of getting into your consistency and the different things that you do content-wise, right? I mean, shit, car bars is something, you know what I'm saying, that I know that you're still doing very consistently. You know, me and Cheats always talk about when did that switch happen for you in your mind where it was like, okay, I know I can rap, I know I write music, I know that I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? When did it become vital to, you know, create that content to really push your image and your brand out to, you know what I'm saying, people to receive it, as opposed to just, you know, that old school SoundCloud wave of I'm going to make the best music that I can in my bedroom and close the door and make the best songs I can and upload them and they're going to go viral. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's very obviously not the route that you're taking. You know what I'm saying? You're out there.
To be honest, bro, it's about the budget. Like, I can't sit here and throw $100, $200 at every single song and then drop it and then maybe shoot a video and then maybe they're gonna like it, maybe they're not. But if I'm like, it's just organic, you know. If I'm just sitting in my car rapping, it don't cost me a goddamn thing but time. I mean,
so all those are just shot on your cell phone.
Yeah.
And then you're doing any edits, you're adding like the lyrics to it. You're doing that stuff.
Yeah, if we do that, you know, TikTok, like I'll throw the lyrics on there.
You kind of popping on TikTok.
A little bit, bro.
Hey, as a rapper, got to pop on TikTok. Make sure you tap in with him on TikTok.
Got over that thousand wall.
Yeah, you're going crazy, brother.
That's dope.
I was gonna say too. I think another part of that question is kind of like, you know, everybody has a turning point in how they're gonna approach it, even if they, you know, whether it's money, like you're talking about. You know, most of us just want to make the music. So what is it that makes you kind of steer more into the skill?
Right. How often do we hear people talk about, man, I fucking hate Instagram. Yeah, like, I fucking, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're doing it.
It's just, it's like one step at a time. It's like every single person that checks you out, if you can really build a connection with them, then like, you know, they're going to listen. They're going to wait for the next one. So I posted something yesterday and this guy over here didn't see that shit, but now I posted another one 2 days later or whatever. These people are going to see it, or different time frame. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like getting it out there without having to spend a fucking bag on promotion.
Yeah.
And then it's still up in the air.
It's like a game of probability.
Yeah.
It's like you just got to push more out so that there's more chances that it could get picked up.
And that's not to say fucking quality over quantity or whatever, like.
But I mean, it's not to say that, but we start talking about a very interesting line, right? Because you start talking about, man, I love having these iPhone versus camera conversations. You know, the world knows, not the world, but the team knows I'm a cameraman, you know what I'm saying? And so I often talk about, bro, our phones are so powerful, you know what I'm saying? To where, you know, if we were shooting on a fucking Nikon D3200 and it was 2012 and that was the footage you were fucking uploading, you know what I'm saying? Then it would be like, damn, bro, you can't do that every 2 days. But if you're recording on a fucking iPhone 12 and that's the fucking shit you're releasing every day, I mean, you're not giving up that much quality.
Still fire,
you may be giving up a little bit of depth of field, or maybe you're not color grading it, you know what I'm saying? But as far as how consumers are watching, I mean, the level of consumers has gone down now, and not in a bad way, but right, when you used to watch TV and there's $50,000 productions, well, everybody expects to see a $50,000 production on TV, but when you consume internet content, you know what I'm saying, you expect to see things that are shot on iPhone. You know what I mean? You expect to see things of people holding their shit, or selfie videos, or fucking dance videos, you know what I'm saying? Things of We Are Sac, shout out Mario. You know what I'm saying? But you shoot those on your iPhones, even though, of course, you could shoot it on a fucking 4K camera, but the value versus the time doesn't make sense.
I was talking about that with Cash yesterday. I was like, tell me why you never really see music videos on TikTok.
Right.
It's just people promoting their songs with just little lyrics on the screen, but they're doing a dance or they're rap. There's not like music videos that are like, I see all the time, at least. Like,
it's short form content.
It's short
Yeah.
form promotion that
It's
seems
like-
to be low cost or efficient, at least in some manner. Every once in a while, you'll see Nike drop $5,000 on a reel, or they'll do something fucking nuts. But for the most part, yeah, you're seeing fucking like photographs that are taken, or like, you know what I'm saying, things that are just promoting, like what you're saying, the brand,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
It's kind of taken, like, in a sense, it almost takes, like, the whole industry aspect out of it. If a kid could sit in his room on fucking BandLab, shoot a video on his iPhone.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a
You just transitioned me into the next. Look, perfect. Well, go ahead and finish. Go ahead and finish that thought real quick, and then we're gonna lead right into it. Because what you were saying was some real relevant shit. Go ahead. If a kid can record his fucking voice on BandLab, you know what I'm saying? Mix it on there,
and now he could shoot a video
on his phone, same phone,
and he could put it on all platforms.
Right, off his phone.
Off his phone.
For how much?
In his room.
Free $99. He already got the phone.
He just needs
his mama.
He
got
don't
him
even
that.
need phone service. He could just have Wi-Fi. Like,
it's an iPod Touch.
Bro,
you know what I mean? It's a fucking iPod Touch.
It's serious, bro.
Yeah. So
like,
look. So this is a question that I had lined up for you, right? So, you said you're 24. You know what I mean? So, right, you're right on that end of the 90s cusp. You know what I'm saying? Entering that 2000s. So, when we're 12, right? I'm a little bit older than you, but when we're 12, right? Cheats. We're about to, we're a couple years up, but right when we're younger, maybe even a little bit younger. Let me push back to like, oh shit. Sorry, Mario. I hit the mic. Anyways, hey, but fucking, so we push back to like 2002, 2003, right? Nobody's getting online and fucking ordering a Focusrite and fucking plugging it into their fucking PC that they have because they get one every 3 years because that's what the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a very different setup, right? I mean, we see CDs. This is kind of what we were just talking about, TV and TV consumerism, right? 10 years ago, 15 years ago, everybody's watching TV, but the way that music gets consumed is so different now, to where if a consumer can listen to that kid's music on BandLab and it has enough value to make them come back and listen, or even better, let's say it has enough value to make them come buy a piece of merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. You're able to build a brand off of BandLab, off of doing that. So if you had to talk to, the kids in this generation that are coming up, so it's going to be a little bit different for them, right? Because they're coming up in a accessibility saturated, a resource saturated environment, to where it's like, if you want to do anything, you're 100% going to have to take the initiative to take the steps, because if you're not doing it, you're going to be 10 steps behind the fucking guy who just bought the shit on Amazon. You're going to be 10 steps behind the guy who just recorded it on fucking BandLab before he had the equipment, right? So if you don't start doing these things, you start to fall behind. You know what I mean? And so if you were to talk to somebody now, and like, obviously you have a pretty good grasp on TikTok and the social medias and fucking YouTube. We see you on YouTube working the algorithm. Yeah. We see your fucking titles, and then, you know what I'm saying? We taking notes, and that's real life, bro. Yeah. It's like, there's things that you're doing that are at the forefront of what's going on when it comes to content. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that Chaos the Rapper is the fucking innovator of the goddamn century. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, you're doing it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I know I keep saying that to show, but that's what this whole fucking platform is about, is the groundwork, the people that are doing it, right?
Research, bro.
Yeah, bro. And you're at the forefront. You're trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing. And people can recognize that, right? So, all right, sorry, I get a little sidetracked. So you're talking to somebody that's fucking in this generation coming up. What are the tips? What are the advice to tell somebody to be able to stay grounded, to be able to keep all this shit balanced, right? You just listed fucking 8 or 9 things that you've had to do or continuously done, you know what I'm saying? From the car bars to the music videos to trying to get on platforms like this, to, how does somebody even start taking those steps? What do those steps look like in real life? What do they look like when you're staring at a fucking wall that you haven't started? You know what I'm saying? When you're staring at you're at the bottom of the fucking mountain. What are those words to try to get somebody, to get them going? And what does those processes look like?
Shit, get out there. Go to those events Chico was talking about.
Yeah.
Get up there.
Yeah.
Talk to people.
Grab the mic.
Grab the mic. Stay afterwards. Talk to people.
Yeah.
Shit. That's
shake hands, kiss babies.
Shake hands and kiss babies. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's a pretty simple answer, bro. But I think that's what it requires. I think it's a pretty simple answer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It's basic. I mean, there's more to it, but that's where you're gonna start.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's
what your shirt says.
Where
I didn't mean to do that. I swear to God, they're not paying me for this.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, that's the shit, man.
How do you balance that with the internet, which is what has obviously played a big part of it too, where some people want to do one or the other, and some people want to do both, or
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of shit about you don't have to go local. You know what I mean? You don't gotta blow up local first. There's plenty of rappers who never had a show in their own city locally before they, whatever the fuck. But from my perspective, just being a rapper that I am, like, I think it's important to get out there in your own city and, like, this is where we live and shit. Like, if your own city can't fuck with you, like, I don't know. But then again, like I said, like, you can blow up somewhere else entirely before you're on, you know?
But I hear you, though. And
it's just important to me, like...
Yeah, they're different lanes, right? And we often talk about, you know, within ourselves and with our team, we talk about, you know, there's so many different lanes to success. And you know, obviously, kind of what you're speaking on right now is like, you know, you could get on TikTok and never fucking show up to a fucking show ever in person.
And I was just going to say quickly, I think for somebody in the middle of dumb fuck nowhere... Yeah. That's where the internet, what you're saying, isn't as important to them because there's not a community and a scene yet. But when there's a scene and stuff, it could be valuable. Exactly, you got to try it at least.
Yeah, exactly, and it's going to create itself, right? It's going to manifest itself. So in the sense of, if people don't start going outside, to use Chaos's words, you know what I'm saying, then it's just not going to happen. I mean, you don't fucking build LA by fucking staying inside and making dope music. No, everybody gets together and makes some weird ass shit, and then they all go to each other's fucking shows and they make weird cool because, you know what, there's enough of them to fucking do that. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy, you know? It's inherent value.
It's that pack mentality, bro.
I promise you it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fucking people come along, I won't say who, but somebody said, you know, unfortunately, and I don't want to even put fully or not whether or not I agree with this. It maybe is a time for a different or a conversation for a different time. But, you know, somebody said, unfortunately, we're in a time where people have to make things trendy for them to catch on. You know what I'm saying? To where, like, you know, somebody's got to be able to figure out a way to spin it to make it a thing so that it's trendy. You know what I mean? That's why we talk about people making TikTok dances to songs, right? You're trying to make it trendy. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to make it a thing that people will repeat and will do. You know what I'm saying? And it's obviously it's a scary ball game to play because it's a little gimmicky.
Where did that come from? Was that inherent, or did you have to learn that? Like, because not everybody finds the physical valuable. Did you have like an experience or anything?
Well, yeah, I mean, going out to Freestyle Fridays for the first time, that was the first time I
opened the eyes,
did anything like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh shit. But I mean, I always kind of wanted to do that growing up because all the rappers that I listened to did that growing up. You know what I mean? It's like, that type of shit.
Yeah. Facts.
They sold it out the trunk type shit.
Right.
That's what you were emulating, basically.
You know what I mean?
In your own way.
Shout out, Mike.
Beer run.
Shout out, Mike.
Shout out, Mike. Big Mike. Big Mike J.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, it's the fucking internet, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're like in that weird fucking age cusp where we're like, we're right at the beginning of the people who started to get it. You know what I'm saying? I think we could probably all say most of our parents are pretty fucking, even if they're a little bit comfortable with it, they're pretty fucking clueless to it. You know what I'm saying? We're really the first gen. So this next gen coming up definitely has a lot of stuff to balance and a lot more stuff even just to look at when it comes to what the consumer is going to be demanding from them, right? I mean, me and Sheets feel like we can't fucking keep up with this fucking content. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just like, fuck, man. It's fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's piece after piece. But, you know, I fucking think it was LaRussell who said it, where he's like, you know, if I fucking dropped one video a fucking day last year, I would have dropped 52 fucking videos. You know what I'm saying? He's like 52 pieces of content. He's like, and I blew up last year. And he's like, and I dropped 350 pieces of content. So I don't even like to think about what it would have been like if I was doing one piece a day. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing fucking, you know, some gnarly shit. I don't know if that math added up, but I'm a little high. So y'all know what I'm saying. Shout out LaRussell, man. Team shit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So I have another question real quick too. When you go to the Freestyle Friday was kind of like the eye opener.
Yeah.
What type of events after that were you like? Were you just like, I'm going full in now of the events portion of it, or were you still kind of, do you like to perform and stuff like that?
I mean, as soon as I went to the first Freestyle Fridays, I was coming every other week that they had it. And then I can't remember if it was before or after COVID, but then like I got hit up to do some show, and it was super sesh.
Oh shit. Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out
that was crazy. I was like, whoa. And then I did the Sac Foundation. I did that show, and like, I don't know, it just kept like it was just the opportunities were there because I went out, met the people, socialized, talked to people, made music with people, and then that kind of opened my eyes. You know what I mean? I was like, well, I could do this. I could show. You know what I mean?
What's the Super Sesh thing? I don't know. It looks like you guys
probably can't get too deep into it.
It's Super Sesh. It's pretty.
Yeah, check it out.
It was your first show.
That was one of my first shows, and
it's a dope meetup of people, and there's usually a lot of people there. But they're pretty underground. They're underground events just because they're not sanctioned. They don't have like permits and shit like that. But it's team shit. You know what I'm saying? We might have to beep that part out. I'm not gonna lie to you. A little beep. Team shit.
Yeah.
Hey, it's groundwork, man. We're here with Chaos the Rapper. We're not fucking done yet. We still got some shit to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? It's real regular. Something I want to ask you about, man. It's something that I've seen on your page for a long time. And it's something that I've never talked to you about. Mike Jordan's in the room, so he might be able to take some appreciation from this because I know he's seen that shit too. But I would love for you to elaborate on the hashtag that you use across all platforms, and I think it's been for a long time, and I think it's got some power behind it. Yeah, you already know what I'm going to say. Yeah, man. So the hashtag and Chaos the Rapper, you know, that really brands this, man. And this is the type of shit that I could see, like, when this man goes, this is the type of shit that just is the brand. Like, this is his hashtag. You know what I'm saying? But, so, hashtag last lyricist left. You know what I'm saying? Let me hear about it.
I mean, shit, bro. It's not like... It's a competitive thing. It's that competitive nature. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like... It's not a lot of lyricists no more. But I don't knock it. It's a lot of vibes nowadays and shit. Music's music. But like lyricism is like, I still take it. I got a great appreciation for it. So that was that, and like, it's kind of catchy.
Yeah, oh God, bro. I promise you,
I'd be catchy.
I'd cop a piece of merch that said it.
Right.
The last lyricist left.
Bro, you whispering that mic
like
so
a
much.
movie trailer.
We gotta get some. There's gonna be some tag, bro. Hey, when we do his fucking section, he's gonna be like, local events when she goes. Yeah. Oh shit, bro. I keep hitting this pop filter, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Stop moving your fucking hands.
I keep going from left to right, dude.
Good God.
Hell yeah, though.
Yeah, stay in one spot. It's all good, brother.
Hey, man, it's real team shit. There was some that we also wanted to touch on. This something that Chico had brought up, and I think it's something that's pretty dope. There's something that's pretty obvious in your music that switches over, and something that we've seen you talk about very slightly. But when it comes to the content inside your music, when you look at what you were dropping like a year ago to what you're dropping currently, and like what you're talking about, and the real messages that you're putting out there, it just seems like you're distancing yourself from like negativity in the light, you know what I'm saying? And I think Cheats was saying he did see you even comment on it a little bit, just about.
Oh yeah, that shit's not on the page no more, but I remember.
Yeah, you know,
it was probably your story. You said you were stopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on my page.
Yeah. So what happened, and what is that, and what is that about, and what is, you know what I'm saying? What does that mean to you, to Chaos?
I don't know, man. I think my favorite type of music, it tells a story, or it has some type of fucking moral value.
Yeah, moral value. I like that.
Is that allowed? Like,
fuck yeah, it's allowed. It's just that when you hear people explain their taste in music, you don't usually hear somebody say moral value.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I'm saying? So that's dope, bro. Like that's really dope to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like concepts, you know, shit that people could relate to. Not always fucking all the negatives.
It's some
shit,
righteous
you know
shit.
what I mean?
It's some real righteous music, bro.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Because you were already writing like that. It was just the verbiage you changed, basically.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like that music video we did when we was out at that spot off of where we had like El Grove Thorn or South Watt. You know what I'm talking about? When it was deep. What song was that?
You talking about the Murder on My Mind video?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you got. Yeah, Murder on My Mind. That one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that one. A little bit of a negative connotation to the title, but it's okay.
A year ago or something?
Yeah.
But I was saying some real shit.
You was.
But I did it in a different way. Like, you would expect me to be talking like this.
I'm trying to kill somebody, but it wasn't that.
But it wasn't. If you really 100. Listen, like
100%.
That's why I was curious too, though, is because you've never been on like the far tip. But, but the fact that you decided to outwardly be like, I'm gonna switch up a little bit.
Yeah,
was interesting to me.
And you know, like Cash told me. Cash was like, "Nah, bro." He's like, "I need you on this type of shit still." But I was like, I was like, it's different though. I'm gonna still meet your vibe, bro. But like, I'm gonna just approach it differently because I love that style. I love Sacramento style of music,
100%.
and up to the Bay Area and all around and shit. Like, I got heavily influenced by that, but it's like I can't stop making that type of music. But I feel like I want to approach it differently.
Yeah.
I want to say some different shit with different patterns and shit, but use the flows and like, look, you know what I mean? Like, kind of bring them together in a sense. Like,
Yeah, like what do they call that? Like melting them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Yeah.
Merging,
that's the goal.
if you will.
Yeah, merging.
Like, yeah, I like that word.
All right, Chaos Rapper, here comes the heavy hitter question. You ready?
Oh shit.
Yeah, here it is. This is that long-term question that everybody wants to hear, and I think it's something that's super important because something that the viewers will hear us talk about not only on these podcasts, but also on just content that's going up on the page. And I think even in that conversation that we had when you came to the studio on camera a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's something to be said about working so hard that you're keeping your head down and you're not even looking at the finish line. You know what I'm saying? There's something to be said about, you know, really getting your hustle on and knowing that there's a common goal. There's something that you're working towards, but exactly what that goal is, like to the pinpoint, isn't quite answered yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you just know that you're working towards something. You know what I'm saying? But if you had to put that image together, if you do stop and think for a second and you think about how hard you're working, the time that you put in between, you know, your job, your music, your relationships, your family, you know what I'm saying? All these different things. You know, what does that look like when it's compounded over 5 years? What does that look like when it's compounded over 10 years? What does Chaos in his 30s look like if all this works out and you're busting your ass and this is what it turns into? You know what I'm saying? What's the long-term vision?
I don't even know. Like, I don't even know where to start.
You submerged in that motherfucking groundwork. You deep,
like,
boy.
I couldn't. That's the hard part. It's like putting that in the air. It's like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about it, but I mean, the goal is obviously to fucking make a living off this shit at the end of the day. Like, why else would anybody? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see all your favorite rappers, they got the money and shit. They got the power, cars and shit. Like, that's not it though. But it's like, all these motherfucking, everybody who's out here rapping, they want to be successful off of rapping and shit. Right. You know what I mean? I mean, of course to make an impact too, because that's what my favorite music always did. You know what I mean? It made an impression. The shit raised me. You know what I mean? Music that could raise you.
Who are some of your, like, favorite rappers, I guess, growing up?
Like fucking Pac, Nas, M, Tech. There's a long list, but those are like good top 4 right there. Like, I'm gonna be mad when I listen to this later and like,
damn, I should have said ding 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 ding.
I mean, shit, you can really list them all off, bro.
We could sit here for a minute, but
give me 10 then. Give me 6 more.
Okay, all right. We got Pac, Big, Nas, Rock. Nah, I can't say Rakim, but Rakim, I fuck with him, but I'm not gonna say that.
I feel it. Yeah.
M, fucking E40, Snoop, fucking Ice Cube, Andre, fucking.
Yeah, now the wheels are spinning in the head. Yeah, now they're getting unlocked. Here they go.
I was.
But
what is that? 8?
That's like.
We got, okay.
Cheats on 2 more.
Big L.
Okay, yeah.
And I wanna get a good one.
You got a solid list.
Ludacris.
Okay, yep.
Move,
that was
bitch.
A good. You 25. Like you said, we're around the same age. Bro was like really hitting.
Ludacris was going crazy, bro. The word of mouth and fucking
exactly.
Growing pains, bro. Man.
Yeah, I just remember.
Luda had a crazy run.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, if you rap today on the show, everybody's gonna have to rap on every episode.
Damn.
I just wanted to throw it out there. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna do that to nobody.
Okay. Hey, shout out Groundwork. Y'all are lucky. Y'all lucked out. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's gonna turn to Tim Westwood real quick.
Hey, did any one of those dudes want to, like, for real make you rap? Like, did you hear somebody and was like, yeah, I'm doing that?
Bro, I used to fucking, when I was like young and move, bitch, get out the way. Bro, I used to remake that shit, like, in my own words. And then, like,
that's wild.
Bro, I had this motherfucking school project. I was probably in 3rd or 4th grade. and they
Remix and moves,
fucking
bitch.
nah, bruh. I remixed Independent. Remember INDEPENDENT?
Do you know what
We
that
was
means?
doing a history project on Explorers, bro, and we had to make a skit or a poem or a song. HENRYHUDSON. You know, Henry Hudson, bro.
You remember the whole shit,
They had us perform that shit. And we got an award for it. They had us perform it at the assembly. I became a rapper in 4th grade.
I was about to say that was your first rap for real.
What was your fucking teacher's name?
I don't fucking remember.
Shout out them.
I went to a lot of schools.
Shout out there. Shout out there. You hear me?
That was your first real rap. For
That
real.
was my shout out them though. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out there. Shout out there.
That was cool.
It's team shit.
You remember that shit?
I remember that. That stuck. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a rapper now.
Chaos the fucking rapper, man. Live and direct. You hear me?
That's crazy, bro. I think you kind of touched on this a little bit, but you know, there's a lot of genres of music. What is it that really pulls you to hip hop though? You know, what really?
Shit, growing up in Sacramento,
Shit, elaborate on that then. Shit.
it's everywhere, bro. I mean, it was in my mom and dad's car. Fucking, we was dancing to it growing up as kids and shit.
Yeah.
So if we had to take a step into, and I don't know if this may be too far-fetched of a question, but I hear kind of what you're saying. So if we had to step even further into, you know, your parents' mindsets, what is it that drew Sacramento to hip hop instead of
like a R&B
country.
or like country or some shit?
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, my stepmom, she's from the Bay. So she lived out in the Bay, and I mean, it's full of hip hop and shit. And
Yeah,
she
it's the
was
hyphy movement.
She was in all that shit. And my pops, he's from back east, like Detroit and shit, but it's hip hop, bro. Like, I mean, they also listen to other shit too, but it was just always heavy hip hop out here. It's like, it's a real big get money city. Not,
that's
you
true.
know what I mean?
Facts. I heard that.
It's a fast paced city. Fucking
This ain't like living on no ranch chewing tobacco.
exactly.
Trying to meet your love.
Yeah.
This ain't that.
Everybody's moving fast, and rap music moves fast. So
You know, I hear that.
This ain't no rap.
This ain't no fucking
Hey.
ranch. You know what I'm saying?
You listen to anything? You listen to other shit?
I listen to a lot.
Okay, what is it other than hip hop? Like,
EDM.
Fuck. I mean, no.
Chaos in the
No.
background.
No,
Okay.
no,
He really
EDM.
whipping his hair back.
Yeah, no, that's cool, but it looks like a vibe. I would go one day.
You don't
One
gotta
of
talk about
those.
EDM no more, bro. It's okay.
All right. Anyways, no, like fucking I like classic rock. I like grunge. I like
Oh,
some
yep.
punk.
Thorough gritty
I like,
shit.
you know, I got some country. I like to go fishing, so
That's right.
How often you be going fishing, bro?
I go fishing a little bit too much.
Okay, so boom. How important is it? So you telling me you do all this shit and you fish a lot?
I mean,
He be
shit.
writing, he be catching the fish and writing songs and shit.
I've done it, bro.
I believe it.
I bet.
I hopped on live streams and shit while I'm fishing, rapped a little bit.
Oh damn, we gonna have to catch
I think I've been on Freestyle
Groundwork.
Fridays live while I was out there one time.
I promise you, bro. Freestyle Fridays live. That's fucking crazy. That's a
Yeah.
different era. You hear me?
FF live.
That was pandemic.
That's
Pandemic.
pandemic. We should have called it FF pandemic. Like in
Shit.
retrospect,
God
looking
damn.
back, that would have been clean, huh?
Yeah, that
FF
would've been-
pandemic.
It definitely would have stuck more, but
That
I
would've
don't know. I don't know. The connotation might be a little too negative.
Nah, dude, it's all about fucking social distancing, but it's fucking positive, dude. You know what I mean, we're social distancing, but we're connecting, dude.
Were you in that bitch every day? Or not every day, but
Most
every
of
time?
the time, I was trying to,
Okay.
yeah, and it was cool. Like once in a while, I was trying to pull up and shit, bullshit, to the actual studio and shit when we were doing the live events, cause we come in there and rap and shit and hype the live viewers
Yeah.
up.
You actually getting ready to get that started as the head front of FF Live. Now it's on the Groundwork podcast. It's
shit.
officialized.
No more zippers, bro. No more zippers over mouths.
You know what I'm saying? No more zippers over mouth. So that's just coming out soon, boo. But
Chaos, the rapper FF online host.
yeah, bro. That's just coming out, man.
It's big moves, bro.
It only makes sense, brother. You know what I'm saying? It only makes sense, man. You know, but the people gonna have to wait for that for any more
I
detail.
appreciate it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's regular, man. You know, it's lovely, brother.
yeah. I'm looking forward to it. But
Just real quick before we move on to this this third segment, just to wrap up the interview, and Sheets, if you have anything else, by all means, fucking feel free. But you know, what is it that you've got coming, man? What are you working on? What can we be looking forward to? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna ask you one thing to elaborate on at least a little bit, because someone asked me the other day, made me real uncomfortable. They said, "So what's up with a full length album,
bro?"
Oh,
do you realize what year we are in?
Thank you, P. I love you. Free game.
Wait. What do we consider a full length album here?
I'm talking like 13 to 17 songs.
Yeah.
Is that what you would consider a full length album?
We dropping EPs.
Okay,
also.
see, because to me, that's so open ended that I could give you 8 songs.
That's an EP, damn near.
Nah, because an EP in technical terms is 6 songs that are less than like it's a number.
Okay,
it's
well,
like
shit, me and J.I. dropped the album last year then.
See, but that's what I mean, though. And then, hey, but you know what? You could get technical because on Spotify and shit, when you look at those things,
they say album.
Yeah, even if you drop 3 songs and they're short enough, they'll say single.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that? Like,
DistroKid will tell you that 1 to 3 songs is a single.
Yeah.
But shit.
But that
doesn't even make sense.
To me, that's an important distinguishing quality, and that's why I'm saying, like, what do we consider an album? Because
no, fuck that. Everything's an EP until I say it's an album.
Shit.
Right.
That's the distinction. 2022, that's what people are on.
There's no rules.
People are like, hey, I'm dropping an album, and then it does mid numbers. Like, oh, brother, that was my EP.
Yeah, that was a mixtape.
Hey, I think the album on the way.
I think Nipsey said that shit. Someone told Nipsey not to call nothing he drops a fucking album.
Oh, yeah.
Until he drops a fucking album.
I heard that.
They told Mac Miller that too. He did Best Day Ever, and he called it a fralbum.
That was for real, the mixtape era,
album.
though, too.
Wow.
He was in the mixtape era, and he said, I'm going to drop an album, but it's free. It's not a mixtape. It's a fralbum. But there's obviously what we're talking about. Obviously, that common denominator is there's value in that word that we're so heavily talking about, which is album. When people hear the word album, there's a level of expectation. That's what I think I was asking. Maybe not so much in the length, but when you say full length album, I think you're more so asking somebody, when are you going to present something that's going to be more than 1, 2, 3,
more than a single.
Yeah. And I'm nobody to fucking talk. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm an artist, and I'm not dropping more than fucking 4 or 5 songs. Y'all can sue me. I promise you, I'm not.
Right.
Well, okay. So if you did have because that's why I guess I bring it up too, because that brought up a point I didn't even think about. It almost makes me think that you should never drop an album until you're real. Like how
until you're established.
How Nipsey was saying when it was like, okay, then you've never had a fucking album. You just had an EP. What did it even take for you to do that then?
Yeah.
I mean, that you gotta have all the original beats. You gotta have real studio time to mix down like that, like for hours on top of hours, like
just the time basically type shit.
The time with the foundation is kind of what I heard from you guys.
Right. And a following.
Yeah,
I get.
That's when you give your consumers something that can be full, as opposed to letting somebody on the internet consume it for 2 or 3 minutes.
Right.
That makes sense.
I'll put Jordan on the hot seat. Is that kind of the same thing? Or, you want to give me your answer too? You're a rapper.
To what?
We just answered that together.
What does it take for you to drop a full length album?
I think Cass hit it on the head. I think I'll just double down exactly what I said. I think that first and foremost that foundation of those listeners, just because I even see right. I mean, I could tell you guys straight up with a five song project that drops. You know, the first song gets played more than the 5th song every single time, no matter what.
Or the one with the best title.
Yeah, it gets played more. And for me, it happens to be, maybe it's not for everybody. For me, it's chronological order. You know what I'm saying? And not like 1 to 4 straightforward, but the first song has more plays than the last song in every single project that I've dropped. And I think that comes from not having
see attention span and shit.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So when you have people that are just checking you out, they're not going to go listen for fucking 15 minutes. They'll give you 3 or 5.
If you think about it too, bro, your project probably isn't the same vibe all the way through.
For sure. I hear that.
You know what I mean? When you listen to music, do you want to get up here and then go down here and then we'll go over here and like,
or
I'm trying to keep music that's in the same vibe, so that's why you switch up the artists and shit. It's like, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to listen to a whole project nowadays.
Like, you listen to the full Kendrick project yet?
I did. I didn't like double back on it yet.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
you listen
lie.
to the Joey project?
Who?
Joey Badass.
Joey Badass? No.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm sleep on Joey Badass.
Look, go listen to it. It's called 2000. My cousin Mike put me on it. It's fire.
I already know, bro.
It's a heater.
He's off the chain, bro.
He just stands up. He reminds me of you, and that's a very funny comparison. But in the sense of he stands on hip hop on all 10.
Right.
Like, he's going to tell you, fucking blow me. This is hip hop. I don't give a fuck who's dropping what. I'm coming on an East Coast beat and I'm rapping like this.
Right. We're going to take it
You know what
back
I'm
to
saying?
boom bap.
Yeah. And you finna appreciate it or you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna like what
I'm
I
dropping
have.
it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
somebody.
Yeah. It's probably for a lot of people.
That's what I mean.
It is.
though.
Yeah, it is.
It's crazy.
People act like you gotta shift or anything like that, unless you really want to.
So we got super sidetracked by the album, but besides the album, any new music? What you got in the works? What you got going on? Then we'll push on to this next segment.
Honestly, I got a couple songs I'm sitting on, and then what I'm really focused on right now is building a collab project with my brother Chris Cash.
That's right.
We've been getting in the studio and putting in the hours, using BandLab to collaborate.
Oh yeah.
Because I can't see this for every day.
So you get in BandLab, then hit the studio?
I get in BandLab, send him my verse, send him a hook, or we'll go back to back on one verse.
Can you have shared projects or something?
Yes.
Oh, y'all are going crazy.
Bro.
They're tripping. You're doing features fucking house to house?
Hey, bro. So we'll just knock out 3 or 4 songs and go hit the studio, and they're already on our phone, so we just listen to them 100 times. Now we need.
Yeah.
Now I don't like that ad lib there. Let's put it over here, and it's decent quality, bro. Like you could almost.
That motherfucker slapping. If y'all heard that, that was a fucking Harley Davidson scrolling by the lofts. Going crazy. We are Sacramento.
You do end up in the studio to
Oh
record
yeah,
it?
yeah.
okay.
I'm not dropping.
So it's like scratch vocals.
Yeah, bro.
They're demos. They're
Yeah,
fucking demos.
Yeah.
That's
like,
fucking nuts.
I could probably use them to perform with.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
you know
just
what I
the
mean?
beats.
Like, I just cut the verses out, have the little
The
painted
lids.
chorus. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Create your own performance pieces.
Yeah, that's true.
But
No, you good? Camera went down.
Camera.
Audio's live. We're up.
But yeah, other than
Camera's
that,
down.
the shit with Cash, and then some singles, and then there might be some coalition shit in the works.
Yeah, bro.
We got some lost singles,
Some
so to say.
You just mean stuff that you guys have done. That's just kind of, it's like the vault type of thing.
Yeah, that we need to put into fruition, if you will.
Yeah, I feel you. I remember recording one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know about any other ones, but yeah, I do remember.
Yeah.
I remember that one for sure. There's a lot of music on the computer. It's probably never gonna get heard though. So
Oh,
don't feel too bad.
You're gonna hear that one.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Thank God.
You're gonna hear that one.
Yeah, Cheat Code, just so everybody knows, Cheat Code hates music that doesn't get dropped.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it. I just
No,
don't-
he hates it. I don't care
There's
what you
one
say.
song you recorded by me there's one song you recorded by me
Oh
that
yeah,
nobody's
it's
ever
never
gonna hear.
Yeah,
I already heard it, Pete.
I already.
No, I'm just kidding.
Probably did.
I gotta play it for him now.
I ain't
though.
gonna lie, I did perform it once.
Yeah.
Did terrible.
That's just because you were inebriated. You were like,
Yeah,
damn,
I
I shouldn't have
was.
came to the studio.
I was an idiot
fuck.
at the studio and at the show.
You were
so.
sweating. He's like, this sounds like a good idea right now, just like it did right then.
Team shit.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. Hey, that's
I'm good, bro. Thank
that's
you.
why I say I don't hate it. As long as you got a good ratio going down, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I think it depends too, because you do a lot of work, like you do a lot of music. So to me, if you're constantly doing a lot of music, there's no reason to sit on like 60% of your songs. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like maybe one.
See, I think it's about the layout, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to just look at a cover art and go listen to your music.
No, they don't. They want to know who you are.
They want to see it. They want to see some type of visual, something, bro.
Yeah.
Like I like force myself to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a song. It's out now, but it's just a picture of the beach.
Oh, yeah,
some
yeah.
It
words.
doesn't convert.
No,
It doesn't convert.
The beach.
I'm gonna scroll right past.
I
it.
promise you.
I'm only saying that because I have a song out with a
I
picture
can
of the
picture it.
beach.
I already
and
know
some
which one it
words.
is.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
gotcha.
know.
I don't even know the one. It's just funny because I just think of stock pictures because you get stock pictures.
Yeah, you just go through the Canva app and fucking
You got to put in a little
Sacramento Bridge.
Yeah,
You got to put in a little more effort, basically.
yeah.
And it takes time.
Those days
That
are
contest shit takes
those
time.
days are over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
levels.
it's there's a level of efficiency, right, when it comes to fucking, at some point you feel like you're wasting content because, right, if you make a song, you
Yeah.
do this, you upload it, and then you put a picture online and it gets fucking
Bro,
30 likes
if
and it
it-
doesn't convert, it kind of frustrates you.
If a tree falls and no one's around to hear it, does it make a noise?
Questionable, ain't it?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's questionable. You know what I mean? Who's really going to be able to tell you? Nobody, because nobody's hearing it.
But back to your point, it's so easy now that you almost have no excuse to do a little bit more.
If you don't turn that iPhone 12 on, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the other point that you made that was good was that it doesn't have to be a music video. It could be your car bars, or it could be something short like that. You know what I mean? So
there's this artist named Visual. You know who Visual is?
Yeah.
Official.
Oh, I think I've been seeing his shit a lot lately.
Official
actually.
Visual on Instagram. Brody is fucking super consistent and reminds me in the content lane of where you're at and myself as well when it comes to putting videos out that have lyrics on them and trying to really captivate people in that light. You know what I'm saying? And bring people that way. But bro's so fucking consistent, it's nuts. It's like you, bro. I can't keep up. I be thinking I'm doing something, and then I'd be like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all are going crazy, bro. And just to give you all your flowers, you know what I'm saying? Just double down on the flowers and just, you know what I'm saying? It's that extra mile that it doesn't take a lot, but it's so easy to not do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's always easy to not try, basically.
It's always easy to forget about it and just think, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
It's hard to want to do better and be better and put in the work.
If I see one more artist fucking put online that they want a fucking manager, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Who the fuck doesn't? You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want somebody that's just gonna help you schedule your shit and then be like, give me fucking 10% of what you make?
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, of course, bro. Unless you're ready to hire somebody for fucking $3,000 a week on retainer, you know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that.
Yeah, that's another conversation.
Chaos the Rapper. Well, Chaos the motherfucking rapper, man. We do have one more segment. It's kind of a fun segment here at the end of the show. We don't have a official name for it right now, so the beta is going to be, we're about to start up Wrk Radio here at the end of the show. We've got a...
Oh, wow.
I like that
too.
3 individualized... Yeah, we're hoping that it's like a Spotify playlist, so stay tuned. But 3 individualized songs are going to be selected by each of us here. So Chaos got a song, Chico got a song, and I chose a song as well. We're going to connect it via this roadcaster. Shout out We Are Sacramento. We're going to play it right on through for the listeners and the viewers to go ahead and listen to with us. After we listen to each song, we'll go ahead, we'll talk about it, or maybe even just talk about it a little bit at the beginning. So like for your song, you could intro it, let them know who the artist is, why you selected that song, you know what I'm saying? Give us a little before. We'll slap it, talk about it for a few seconds. We'll get into the next one. We got 3 songs, so we're looking at, I don't know, 9 or 10 minutes. So if you made it this far in the show, you're fucking in for a little treat. You know what I'm saying? We about to highlight
Local
some
stuff too. Is that what we're doing? Huh? It's like local shit.
Yeah, well,
for the most part.
Yeah, so for the most part, and it was a cool conversation that we had. It is local stuff, and it's something that we're definitely trying to keep local. But I feel like it definitely can be kind of open-ended to, you know, at some point down the line, if something is ever so powerful where someone's like, hey, I want to share this with you guys, then I'm totally open to that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But definitely want to...
Wrk Radio.
Yeah, Wrk Radio, baby.
There's no limits.
Hey,
Okay.
you got the radio voice or what?
No.
Hello and welcome to Wrk Radio.
Where's Mario when you need him?
Yeah, Mario, get a mic, P.
Get a fucking. What are you doing behind the soundboard?
Oh God, dude, we can hire somebody for that. No, we can't. I'm broke. We can't do that. Just kidding. All right, so I'm gonna pull some stuff up here. You guys already sent me through the songs. We're just gonna go in order. So if you want, Mr. Chaos the Rapper, if you'd like to kind of explain to us this song that you chose out, why you chose it, who it is. Sorry for not talking to the mic there. But just let us know. What's going on? What's up with this song?
I chose a song by a local artist named Dusse Bigalow.
Team shit.
Dusse Bigalow.
The song is called Alleyways. And I chose the song because it's one of those songs you could just throw on in the car or at a function or something. You know what I mean? Fucking, it's got a cool vibe to it. Dude goes crazy.
Hell yeah.
2 minutes and 40 seconds is some dope. We got a Dusse Bigalow, Alleyways here on Wrk Radio.
Yeah. You can tell Chaos slaps us every day.
Yeah, Chaos knows these words. Hey, shout out Dusse Big.
Shout out Dusse.
I can never call you gang if you ain't felt this pain. Little bitch say she love me, I don't feel the same. Probably why I'm too the lonely, slide in the scrape. Selling A, catch me thugging in them alleyways. Things change nowadays, they ain't catching face. That's why a nigga keep an A, I'll melt your brain. Early morning, get into it, we are not the same. You still beg the bitch for money, that's a fucking shame. Better get up off your ass and get up on some game. Boy, you lame, show a bitch how to get some cake. So not only do I take,
this is my
bitch,
favorite
I
part coming
elevate.
up.
These niggas hate, could give a fuck, bitch, I'm feeling great. On the road, smoking dope, man, that's my estate. Cross-eyed, cross-faded, barely seeing straight. Phone buzzing back to back, got another play. Quit trap, run it in, then I'm out the way. I can never call you gang if you ain't felt this pain. Love the streets, but I know that they don't feel the same. So a nigga keep that A on me just in case. By my lonely, catch me thugging in them alleyways. Things change nowadays, they ain't smoking grapes.
All right, verse 2
Selling
though.
A, trying to double up on the play. Love the game, stuck in it, ain't no other way. Try to leave and
Hey,
came
rap
back,
it.
there ain't no other way. Bust a date,
Bust a date, bitch, go bust a date.
Fourth
Oh, my
quarter,
bad.
crunch time, I go run the play.
God,
We need it all up, that's the way.
Ooh.
They say you gotta take a risk to change your life
the
these
rapper
days.
came out.
So I'm on the way, you on it,
This
trying
is
to
my
stack
song
some
now.
pay. Being pilot on a plane to get shit
Shout out
out
my
of
brother
state.
Dusse, man.
Don't hit me
Shout
about no
out.
numbers if you ain't got the cake. I ain't throwing niggas shit if you not gang. We don't do no handouts and we don't wait. Fuck around and have me taking food from your plate. You don't say, knock 'em down, man, a cold case. You smoke dope if you was thinking we was gon'
So
play.
cold,
Spread the
bro.
peace, but still hit you up in your face. Got a couple little niggas carry chrome
Is that
things,
Connor Helm
and
track?
they let that bitch fly.
I think
no
it
matter
is,
the
bro.
race. Love sliding, I
see.
know it don't love him the same.
might be
can never
wrong,
call
though.
you gang if you ain't felt this pain.
No,
Little
Jenny.
bitch say she love me, I don't
Okay.
feel the same. Probably why I'm too the lonely, sliding in the scrape. Selling A, catch me thugging in them alleyways. Things change nowadays, they ain't catching phase. So I nigga keep an A, I'll melt your brain. Early morning, get into it, we are not the same. You still beg the bitch for money, that's a fucking shame. Damn.
Damn. Hey, you was right. That's some real like
That's riding me.
yeah, that's riding music. You slap
yeah.
that shit in the car. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Shout out to Dusse Bigalow. That's really a slap, man. Make sure you guys go check that out on all platforms. That's Dusse Bigalow, DUSSEBIGALOW. Alleyways. What is he at the end?
Multifaceted man.
Yeah, multifaceted man. You know what I'm saying? If you need merchandise, tap in with the guy. He does screen print. He does some really dope shit. He throws dope events. He's fucking DJing at Tiger, but that'll be weeks before or weeks after this comes out, so it's okay. Team shit, man. This next song, Cheats, you want to go to yours?
You do yours first.
Okay, say less.
Yeah.
So this next song, it's by a really dope artist. His name is John Wiilde. He is from the greater Sacramento area, as far as I know. This specific song is called Holdin. It's featuring K Hella. This is the live version, which
okay.
speaking on this content that we were just speaking on, I actually consumed this on Instagram, and I believe it was Instagram Reels for him. And he's like, I think he's like in the bathtub or something. It's like something crazy, bro.
No shit.
Like, yeah, it's like something. He might be just in his room or something. I don't remember, but it's something gnarly. But it's a live recording. Like, he recorded this on his Shure mic in his fucking room. You know what I'm saying? They put it on Instagram. It was a hit, and now it's fucking on platforms. I'm assuming maybe they did it all with the intent. Maybe they're just smart as fuck. But it's a great song. It's not super fucking rap and hip hop oriented. There is some rap in it. Shout out K Hella. But John Wiilde, super dope artist. JONWIILDE. John Wiilde,
Two eyes.
featuring K Hella, Holdin.
27 in 2 days, 2 tabs away from a good place, 200 miles from home.
Heard
on
this?
the coast at a beach we can both lay. And do you get high without drugs? Do you lack life in your love? Do you feel like you're enough?
You heard this, Chaos?
Do you feel
Nah,
like you're
fire.
enough?
Sounds fire.
Well, maybe you're running, maybe you've seen what you need when you're stoned. Maybe you come over, crawl in my bed, and we can hang out and just turn off our phones. And yeah, I like when you lie. Yeah, I like when you lie. 'Cause I'm holding, rolled it up, then I smoked it. Put my soul into motion just to get away. Yeah, I'm holding, couple taps and I'm golden. Swimming you like the ocean, just to feel away.
Just another stick in the mud. Stupid is as stupid does. Caught in the vibe, feeling the buzz. If I'm still shy, is it enough? If I can't fly, is it enough? Do you get hot just because? Do you get by without a buzz? Look in my eyes and just trust. Am I asking too much? I'm always asking too much. I'm at the tippy top of the mountain, how could I stop now? From the Vegas Strip to Rodeo, right with the top down. Off the bucket list, another dozen to cross out. Jesus sipping 7 or something, baby, I'm crossed now. Hey, you gotta keep them separated. Just a couple kids, love drunk and medicated. And as long as the record keeps playing,
We can spin if you know what I'm saying.
Cause I'm holding, rolled it up, then I smoked it. Put my soul into motion, just to get away. Yeah, I'm holding, couple taps and I'm golden. Swimming you like the ocean, just to feel away. Yeah.
Do they play the instruments on this?
Yeah, so in that, I believe he's playing the guitar in the bathtub and shit. Like, all that's acoustic. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think Mario, he don't have a mic, but I think that means he fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's his approval.
That's his approval. Shout out to T, man. But yeah, I really don't have too much information on John Wild. I've met him a couple times, but I know he's a super talented individual. Tap in with him.
Yeah.
He's got some dope shit going on. So, and the fucking content in general.
I gotta get Instagram from you after this.
Oh yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, on everything. All right. You still going with the same song that you had sent me?
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Oh yeah, no, I just seen you pulling it up, so I didn't know if something else was
I
going
had
on.
to make sure I remembered the name and shit. I'm not very good.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
no, say let's team shit. So this next one's gonna be Chico. Chico, what you got for us?
Yeah, man. This is a song by Jakhari. Shout out that boy
Oh, yeah.
over there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think we've all met him a few times now. He he be out in the circuit, out in the shows and shit with the team, man. Shout out those guys. We know a few of them, but it takes me a few months to listen to new music sometimes. So
I feel that.
yeah. I get to it hella late, but this was a few months back. But I just thought it had a dope little vibe, and this was probably my favorite song off the project and shit like that. So Never Stop by Jakhari.
Yeah. Listen.
I'm listening.
Straight up. Yeah. Look. Hey. Smoking now I fly high, puffing on this la la. I'm just trying to get by. Wonder why do I try? Find me in the sky. I'm hotter than July. You couldn't hear my cry. Listen, I got my foot on their neck and my foot on their gas, trying to fix mistakes that I made in the past. Like my man Key said, I'm just trying to make it last. Racing to these goals, moving fast. I will not stop. I got this shit on lock. I'm headed straight to the top. I give it all I got. Yeah, this boy is heating up, I swear I got him hot. These angels standing at my door, I swear I heard them knock. They try to rob me of my sanity, branding me. Pictures that I'm painting, you can see it so candidly. Did it all myself, I did it all single-handedly. Claiming that they better secretly be a fan of me. Yeah. I stay secluded in my mind, yeah. Trying to slow down time, yeah. It will be just fine, yeah. I just stay on my grind, yeah. Going straight to the top now. Going, I can never stop now. Going straight to the top now. Going.
Hey, change the look on your face. We were going through phases. I'm as cold as a case that was stuck in the basement. I've been making some waves. Type to hydrate a nation. I've been finding my place. Sanctuary and placement. But this rehabilitation motivates me to take precaution, for I waste away or waste more time just waiting for a saving grace. But what else would you say to a man who's trapped inside the maze created by his brain? Gripping with the terms of sane and coping with effects from pain. Damn, I'm feeling numb. Will you sing a song for me when my departing day has come? As for now, the day I'm done is a day unknown. As for now, the day I've won is the day I'm won.
I stay secluded in my mind, yeah. Trying to slow down time, yeah. It will be just fine, yeah. I just stay on my grind, yeah. Going straight to the top now. Going, I can never stop now. Going straight to the top now. Going.
Yeah, that was nuts. was Jakhari Smith featuring Beatnik, Scum.
Yeah, I don't know the features. I've seen the name and stuff, but yeah, it's a dope track. Dope dude.
Yeah, super dope track, super dope feeling. It's got that fucking nostalgic feeling to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of funny when you were like, I don't find new music till like months later.
Yeah.
It's like, cause you're an engineer, so like you listen to music all day. So it's like
straight up.
It's kind of cool to hear what you would listen to after all that.
Crazy.
You know, sometimes you just gotta sit in silence, I'm sure. But
Yeah. I drive in silence sometimes. That's something I never did before all this shit.
Yeah.
I always had some headphones and shit, but yeah.
Well, shit, man. Chaos the Rapper. I fucking appreciate you for being here, man.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But before we get out of here, if you could just let the people know your socials, man, where they can find you, platforms, all that.
Yeah, Chaos the Rapper, all platforms, CHAOS_the Rapper. You'll find me like that.
THERAPPER. No,
yeah. That was pretty good.
But yeah, man, it's real team shit, bro. We appreciate everybody for tuning in to the first episode of Groundwork. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dope shit to come. My brother Cheat Code, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't do this without him, man. And it's it's
Cheat Code.
It's a team movement, man.
Shout out.
One more time before we get out of here, we're going to give a big shout out to motherfucking We Are Sacramento, Mario, brother. We couldn't do it without you, and that's in the realest of ways. I know sometimes it may just sound like a fucking rehearsal, but we really mean it every single time we say it, bro. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. CitySound, Soundbyte Studio, CSSB right down the street. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? That's team shit. You know what I'm saying? If you need any fucking recording needs, any photo, video needs, you tap the fuck in. Freestyle Friday, Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? Every 3 Fridays or so, down to Exhale Smoke Shop. That's what the fuck we're doing. We're building a community. You know what I'm saying? So this is Groundwork, man. We're going to continue to do it. We're going to continue to talk to these people. This is what the fuck's going on. Cheat Code.
Groundwork, where it all starts.
Where it all fucking starts. I like that. I'm going to just... cheat Code.
That's the end.
All right. Woo. And I'm like, Cheat Code.
Yeah, Groundwork, where it all starts.
Yeah. I think we should say where it all starts together.
Okay, Groundwork,
Where it all starts.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we taking notes, B. Hey, you want to do it with us?
I'll do it, yeah.
All right.
I felt left out.
Ready? Groundwork.
Where it all starts.
Team shit. Damn, that's corny. We're going to work on it, Mario. We love you. Hey, it's team shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Groundwork, the podcast, the platform. We'll fucking be back soon. Tune the fuck in.